we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to call this Rock and Roll Resume, because when you hear the name, you might know exactly who they are, but when you hear what they've done, then you'll say, ah, yes, I do remember. We have Deen, Castronovo, and John Corabi. They're with the Dead Daisies, and brand new album's coming out. Tell us what the album is named.
It is called Burn It Down.
Burn It Down. Thank you for helping me out, because you know what I did? I forgot to bring it with me. So I only have the Rise Up track that we'll play later on tonight. So how about John go first? And why don't you tell everybody your rock and roll resume?
Okay, I was in a band called The Scream.
Oh,
and then I got a phone call one day to join another lovely band called Motley Crue, and I was with them for about 5 years, and then I've been a night manager at 7-Eleven ever since.
Night managers at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I got to get back
really
soon, dude. We're having a run on hot dogs. And
Let me just say this: Hooligan's Holiday. You did the lead vocals on that,
sir.
right?
Great
That
track.
is my favorite Motley Crue song of all time.
That's my favorite Motley
And is that
Crue
sort of heretical that I say that? Who cares? But it is mine. All
Mine
right.
too, and my sons and many other people.
All right, Dean, go ahead. You take over now.
Okay, I started, my first big gig was Bad English back in 1989. And then went from Bad English to Paul Rogers.
Oh.
Paul Rogers to Hardline. And then Hardline to Ozzy Osbourne for 3 years. And then after Ozzy, I did some stuff in Italy, some recordings and this artist named Bosco Rossi. And then 17 years with Journey. And now I'm in the Daisies.
Of course, the drummer.
Yes.
Usually the smartest guy in the band.
Not today.
Speaking of covers, either Dean or John, what is your favorite cover song that every time you hear it, you crank it up? Or how about this, a song that you never realized that was a cover until some guy on the radio told you it was?
Wow.
Good question.
That's a good one.
Well, you know, actually, there was a couple songs on Zeppelin's first record.
Okay.
That I think were like Willie Dixon, blues tune.
Yes.
I didn't realize like how many more times I think is an old blues tune that they just reworked. So I didn't realize that when I first bought the record back in 46, 47, whatever that was. Anyway.
You must be clairvoyant, because during ULZ, we're going to play How Many More Times from LZ1. Isn't that great?
I just took a guess on that one.
That first album, by the way, is pretty much cover songs. Nobody realizes it.
Well, even Dazed and Confused,
Yes,
which is
yeah.
Jimmy Page was actually
with the
a
Yardbirds,
song.
and the lyrics are different for the one that you hear in LZ1. See, now Dean is like,
I have no idea.
mind blown.
Yeah,
and Dean Castronovo, who's with the Dead Daisies now, one time you played drums for Journey.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what it was like being the drummer for Journey back in the day, because let's face it, Journey, lady pleasers. You might as well call it the Penny Melt Tour every time you go out on the road.
Chicks Ahoy.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Oh, I mean, when I joined in 98, we were rebuilding. Steve Perry had left, Steve Smith had left. So it was like we had to start from scratch. Literally, we were doing theaters, 1,000 people a night, if we were lucky. If we were lucky. And they're all standing there like this.
Oh, I hate when people do
Prove
that.
it.
That's a New Yorker for you.
Oh, yeah, totally, dude.
Jerks.
So, we saw that thing build up. I mean, there would be times when I'd be walking in an arena, like whenever it was, with my drum tech, and I'd just stop and go, dude, I play drums for Journey. I mean, it was heavy. And to play those songs, I mean, that's the soundtrack to my teen years. From the time I was 11 on, I was a Journey fan. So.
Yeah, and one lighter song after another. I mean, I think most people ran out of the fluid in their Bic at a Journey show.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Now think about this. You grew up listening to some of these guys, and all of a sudden, like Journey before, and now Bad Company, you're playing the drums for Paul Rogers.
Heavy. Yeah. Oh, dude, when I was with him, what happened, Richie Hayward, Little Feat's drummer, was playing, and they were having issues with him. He didn't, I don't know, he wasn't comprehending the songs or something. I don't know what it was, but he was having problems, issues, and Paul was kind of upset. And he asked Neil, and of course Neil grabs me and says, "Okay, you're flying in tonight. You're playing at the Spectrum for some radio show. You got to learn all these songs." So I'm on the plane with sticks and the CD Walkman thing, and just learning them on my lap.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Went in and did that show, and since then I was with Paul. We did that the tribute to Jimi Hendrix record.
Yeah, I have the bootleg copy of it. Well, let me just put it this way. Paul gave it to me a long time ago.
Ooh.
I still have it.
Can I have it?